Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Working Horses with Jim, where we like to, don't always, but we like to do some of the many different things that we do with our horses. We like to actually show people what the many things that horses can do. Today we're on a trip, and I was called up, a friend of mine called me up last week and asked if I could help him out. So he's doing a job for the DEC and for the state. And there's a bridge that needs to be put in up in the Adirondacks. A lot of the Adirondacks are not accessible by tractors or trucks. So the only way you can get into them and use them is by walking in or with horses. So he was able to haul the boards for the bridge in with his horses, but then he had three 50-foot large telephone poles that are going to be used for stringers that he had to take in. And he has young horses, and his horses he felt just weren't quite ready for that task. So he asked me if there's any way I could come up, and the problem is they have to do this bridge in a short period of time, so we had to stop everything and kind of head up. So it's Monday morning, and we're headed up to the Adirondacks, about 2.5 hours from our place. The temperature today is what we saw once. It was down to 31 degrees as we were going through the first part of the Adirondacks. I'm so glad I actually put blankets on the horses because it's still kind of chilly. It's supposed to warm up and be a nice day, but when we get there, we will explain about what we're doing and how we're going to go about it. As you can see, we have Skip with us this morning. We were debating if we wanted to bring Skip for a 2.5-hour ride, but we knew he'd enjoy it, so he's with us also. In the truck and trailer, we have Earl and Belle. So you guys sit back and enjoy our day along with us, and we will show you what we're up to today.
So that's just the back end of a running gear.
Yeah.
That's clever. Okay.
Okay.
So the horses are in here backwards from the way they usually go. Of course, they had to come in through the side door, which they did great doing. See how they do coming out. First time ever coming out this way.
I debated on the blankets this morning. Going through the Adirondacks, we saw 31 degrees.
Say that again?
I said I debated about the blankets this morning. We're going through the Adirondacks, we saw 31.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I threw them on too. I'm totally closed in the trailer, but still.
Yeah. It saves a lot of energy when they're out shivering the whole way.
That's Earl.
Yeah, he's looking good.
So you've got a relative?
Yeah, I've got two of Duke. Well, the ones that did it were two of Duke's. Two out of Duke.
Duke.
Or no, not Duke. What's his name?
The father of this one.
Yeah, what's Chad's?
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you have that right.
It's what?
Yeah,
Not yeah.
I can't remember either. All of a sudden.
Too many. I know it. It's Donald.
Donald,
Yes.
Yeah, two out of Donald, and the youngest one, he's definitely old enough to be working, but I hadn't been using him till this spring. He's just turned 5 this spring. And he was out of Barb, who was she's the mare I used for the last job, and she's great. She can pull hard, but she has a lot of baggage from previous owners.
Oh, really?
So if I don't have someone with me, it's okay. But if I have someone with me who doesn't know horses, I can't just be like, hold this horse for me.
Right.
You know, it's almost easier alone.
So before we go any further, let's introduce Jared. Well, this is Jared Woodcock. He's the one that told Jim about this job.
In there, so that's what I'm doing. But the arch is lit. It's like a tiny little fetching arch.
Okay.
It's on my truck. This will make a big difference.
Yeah. Hopefully.
I mean, honestly, if you hooked up to those, you'd be surprised how well they do slide.
Being smooth like that, I'm sure, yeah.
It's just when you get jammed, you know. Do you want these straps?
No, I don't think we need them. used this quite a bit several winters ago. This. But I haven't used it for quite a while.
So what kind of a body of water is it being built over?
It's just like a creek, but the Faro Lake is past it. There's another bridge they want to do way past it. That's even harder, but I think they should just use lighter wood to do that one, because it's going to be hard to get to. But this one needs to be rated for horse traffic. This is just like a certified horse trail.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I wasn't involved in the design. Last time we had a little more conversation around the design, and we decided to like use more small poles versus less big poles. But it all has to go through an engineer's hands too, which makes a difference. I might go down. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that guy's coming or not. I might go down and just try to
figuring how to
rig this up. I should be able to get
because we can just back right underneath it if it's in the air.
Yeah, so I'm going to go about a third of the way down with the truck and get it up off the ground somehow.
Okay. Like I said, I do have a nice pulley here.
Yeah,
a chain will
I've got snatch block pulleys, I got cable, I got all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I've got a couple. We should be good for now.
Well, this is interesting. You got to know your physics and stuff to make this work.
Well, that's what I like about these types of jobs. Like the last one, we were pulling poles like this through a hiking trail. So we were rigging every 200 yards or something. We had to rig something up to get it around a corner, and it's fun, but it takes a while. But my dad was an iron worker.
Oh yeah.
I grew up around rigging, so I've always enjoyed it.
Oh, that's neat. I'm sure you picked up a lot of stuff. So once these get out there, you just have to drop them and...
Yeah, luckily there's a good spot where it faces the bridge. So we'll set them down, then they'll set up a long grip hoist line, which is one of these that rides on a rope.
Okay.
So you can go, as many feet as you have rope for. And then they'll drag them over probably a kitty corner across the old bridge and get them across the creek, and then chop it up and build it.
We need about 4 inches.
Okay.
We'll make it.
I just got to reset this and then...
Yeah, we'll make it.
Good. I mean,
But then you'd have to hold it there.
yeah, Dylan, the guy that works for me, he's a little neat.
But I want it 4 or 5 feet up onto this too.
Yeah. Yeah. That's that.
Here, just hold this. I'll back right underneath it. Oh. Not bad. Oh. It's gotta be twisted
So it's just right. That's what you're
It's
saying.
special.
It's just.
The Jim Gordon. Bye. Oh. Oh. Bye. Bye. Oh. Oh.
I might want to release.
No, I'd say leave it because I want it to hold it.
I was
for
just
back
debating on tension is my.
Bye. 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 Oh. Oh.
Perfect.
Oh.
Perfect.
Okay.
It does give it a lot of lift. Sure.
Makes a huge difference. You'll see, they're just dips. Dips and hollows. It's not a bad trail, it's just enough with this length.
I don't know if Jim mentioned it. I think he did, but it's a mile in that these have to go.
Try to get a thing on this when it's so short. What happens? You don't have to get tight because it slides back and touches off.
These are greasy. So one of the more frustrating things about these jobs is when I was doing it with just the arch, when your chain would loosen up, you'd walk away from the pole. And you'd be like, dang it.
I'll push on this bigger.
Ready?
Okay. Yep.
Babies. Hi, babies. How was your trip? How was your trip? Ready for some sweet leg stretching?
Why don't you just drive right ahead? Everything will drop out from underneath you.
Yeah, that I could kick the pine too if I want.
Oh, that's right. It's out there.
Yeah, it'll kick out. Well, maybe not.
And then pull it off it too. It's alright, we'll just pull it off it or drive ahead either way. Which is, should be better if I pulled it off it or you drove ahead?
Nope. It's gonna swing if you go.
Which is better probably.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah, no,
How you want the horses to feel it?
no, I'll pull it ahead. Let's go for it. Got no choice. Gotta get there. They are big monsters. So it's just 1 mile in.
Yep. Yeah, I'll pull up.
1 mile. It's 25 after 9.
And we're off.
Doing good, doing good. I'm gonna do one other safety precaution that my cup is out. Just in case.
Yes, sir. Yeah, a little bit more size and a lot more experience makes a difference.
I'm more the slippiness of this.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just saying the way they're moving.
Yeah,
Their confidence versus my young ones. They were not excited about these ones.
Well, Earl weren't too excited about going through that first mud hole.
They're way back there.
How you doing, guys? Here's the next mud hole.
So this I made 2 arches for the last job and they're only this wide. They're the little tiny ones, you know. That's funny, yeah. When it high centers, it takes the wheels right off the ground. Like watching a train go by.
Yeah.
When's it gonna stop? And the woods are all purple where we live.
Yeah. We call them stinking Benjamins.
Stinking Benjamin?
Yeah, because they kind of smell.
Yeah.
Have you smelled them?
Yeah.
That's what I grew up calling them.
That's funny.
Anyways,
Are you from southern Vermont too?
I grew up near Queechee. Have you ever?
Yeah.
But, I mean, Jim says I'm not a real Vermonter. My parents were from Pennsylvania, but I did spend my entire life in Vermont
Yeah.
until we moved to New York.
Yeah, Jim's the one who made you not a Vermonter.
Yeah. I can't even keep up when I'm not pulling a log.
I know, they're doing really good. That was what happened with the wagon too. Once they got the momentum, they just wanted to keep rolling.
Yeah.
This is literally our only uphill right here.
Really? And this
then
isn't
from there,
bad.
we're good, yeah.
When we take them in fishing in hunting in the Adirondacks,
Yeah.
there's a hill called Heart Attack Hill. It's pretty horrible, but they're not carrying something this heavy either.
Yeah, it's about 3,500 pounds, this log.
That's a lot.
Maybe a little shy, depending on how dry it is, but it weighs.
I've been worried for them, but they seem to be doing okay.
Yeah, they're doing good. This is your only steep hill, and then you're downhill from here. So that's going awesome, Jim.
Jared said this is the steepest hill. It's not a big hill, but it is when you're pulling so much weight. Let's see, top. I know it. Oh my goodness.
They're doing it.
Yeah. Less water holes from here on in, or?
There's a few more, but it's just a downhill, slight downhill. There's one rocky spot that's a little weird, but it's very short.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Boy, you do have to be careful not being too close to that. It can swing at any point.
Yeah. Got some momentum. Rumor has it there was a Honda Civic stuck in that once.
Oh my goodness. Well, we took our Honda Civic some pretty crazy places, but
Yeah.
not that crazy. I told Jim the next time we get a car, it's got to have more clearance than the one we have now. We're always getting these low to the ground cars, and then we're driving on stuff like this.
That was funny. Just fast, yeah, there's one puddle in that too. Nope. You'll see all the numbers.
Yes, friendly.
Oh, it's me.
Somewhere in here probably.
This is where the poles are going to be going eventually.
Yeah, so they're gonna probably run cable.
Wait, it goes just up there?
Well, no, in the fall I'm bringing them to rest for the bog. They're doing bog piers, but it's not poles.
Okay.
It's just 6x6, 6x6, 6. You know, a little. So this is the big push.
This is where the poles go, right here, this 1 second.
Yep. Yeah, you can see.
How
These
do
are
they
all
do it? There's nothing to hitch
native
onto
timber.
something to pull the front.
You just get a long cable, set it on the other side.
Wait.
Yeah, and those grip hoists, you know, you can go as long as you want. They just ride along the cable or the rope.
Is that with the chainsaw?
No, they might use a capstan because I think they're allowed to use chainsaws for the next 2 weeks. That's why there's a push.
Oh, okay.
So I think they could use one of the capstan ones.
Yes.
But honestly, those regular grip hoists, you know, if you're patient, you could pull it, no problem. But as long as it's a
Straight line.
reasonably straight shot,
Right.
but we could PV either way,
Right,
whatever
cable.
you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was building the bridge, I wouldn't be concerned about that last 100 feet. So I'm sure they'll be fine.
Okay.
That's what these guys do for a living.
Can we walk across that or not?
It's sketchy, but you can.
Let Jared be the guinea pig.
We'll let Jared do it. He's even jumping.
It's
It's safe.
it's okay.
Yeah. Just don't drive
I
a
would only take one horse at a time.
vehicle. Oh, yeah. This is a horse. Supposed to be good for a horse when it's done. Horse trail.
The last level was like the volunteers.
So this is pretty cool. Beautiful out here. Just beautiful. I wish you guys could all be here and see it.
I remember I had a snow bridge. Yeah, I had a snow bridge years ago.
Definitely needs to be fixed.
Seems like in my history I've had a bad episode with the bridge.
So it probably doesn't. My question for you was, does it matter if when we dump it, if I should roll it that way so you can get around the next one, or
I'd say that way.
Just keep them here and you got plenty of room?
Get over here, just to come into the trees, even a couple here, and just drop it.
Perfect.
Then it's easy enough to roll back for them.
Yeah.
And that way they're all open to go that way.
Yeah, as long as you got room to turn around. Yeah, that ended up being 2 loads. All that short stuff was 1 load and everything else was the other load. It was pretty good.
Yeah. That's a big beam.
Yeah. Yep.
Jared has some young horses, and he brought all this lumber in with his horses earlier.
I always like these pictures of the horses and a sign that says bridge out. I got a
Good idea.
Yeah.
Hey. What do you think?
You can get out from under it.
Oh, I think so.
Well, I could chain it up to something if we had to, but it's more than good for them.
Okay.
There should be no complaint about that. Just easy.
Didn't even tighten up.
Huh?
Oh, once you tighten
Just
up,
twist
it
it. It was interesting watching because when it would sit on here and go through a hole, it'd pick both wheels up.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice.
Yeah, rub your head.
Yeah, it was making me think about the old ones that they used to use, like out in the Pacific Northwest. You know,
The big wheel.
and they would have the bunk that rotates.
Oh, a swivel bump.
I thought that was kind of cool.
I can drop right in there. Other way.
Handle.
Yep. Alright, we can spin it out of here.
Chain it up to something.
Could that tree,
It wouldn't
birch?
take much. I'll do both.
Even you should almost reach.
You think just go to that one?
Yeah.
You got a grab on the end of that one?
Yep. Usually they fall right off.
It did start.
Maybe it's because I'm turned too much.
Yeah.
I think it's going to fit maybe
Now you really muddy. I'm gonna just
like that side
in case.
Yeah.
And this one goes up top?
Yeah. Okay, I better go a lot easier this way than the other way. Yeah. There's stone in there or something? Try that, I'll go again.
That's that.
Yeah.
Cool. David Bradley actor too. That's a classic.
That sounds like that Baron's about getting shot too.
It's got another 46 years in it, probably.
Like that was that.
And those tires too. Maybe that's what you're talking about. I don't know.
Well, I bought spares, but they're not the right size.
Oh yeah. We're on our way back, and it always amazes me how fast they walk.
Nice comfortable ride, huh?
Yeah, this is why it looks good back there. This is why I didn't want to ride, but I am riding. So here we are. We're coming back in for the second hole, and the mini excavator has showed up to load it, so we don't have to hoist it up this time. So, Jared, what is it that you actually spend most of your time doing for your livelihood?
Yeah, my time is it's split up between what one of my good friends calls Jared.Woodcock. It's a little bit of like kind of what I want to do, but all of it revolves around forestry and farming. So spring and fall we do big tree planting jobs, both building orchards and then working for conservation groups.
Oh wow.
Yep. And then in the winter do logging. We have we've got 4 horses now, but we have a young team of Suffolks that did the first phase of this project. And then in the summer, it's mostly farming. So we've got a blueberry farm. We grow chestnuts and hazelnuts.
Oh, really?
Yep. But over the last handful of years, what we did was we've always had a lot of folks that want to learn these things, and we need a lot of hands for the big tree planting jobs. So we started a nonprofit called Grow Big Trees. And that side of it's a nonprofit, it's not really a business, but that kind of side of the business helps with the training. Because for most of my life, I was just kind of paying these people out of my pocket, and it was great. I always appreciate the help, but you train someone for a year and a half and you pay them, and right when they're worth something, they move on.
Exactly, yeah.
So one of my friends helped me form a nonprofit, and that handles a lot of the training and education side of things.
Oh, that's great.
Yep.
So how many trees and blueberry bushes do you have?
It's a diverse farm. So we've got about 5 acres of blueberries. We've got like a half acre of lavender.
Cool.
Maybe a little more. Yep. We've got 13 acres of chestnuts mixed with a whole bunch of different stuff, and it's kind of experimental. And then we got another 8 acres of hazelnuts.
Wow.
And then the remainder is pasture, hayfield, and forest, mostly forest. And then we rent another farm where the workhorses and the sawmill and everything are for the lumber business.
Neato.
Yeah. Two summers ago, I brought my kids on a month-long road trip out west. I called it Bring Your Kids to Work Month. And so they worked with me on ranches. And after that, my daughter was like, that's the kind of horsing I like, you know, bombing around on ranches out west. She really likes
that's
that.
awesome.
Logging, not so much.
Yeah.
You gotta take these 2 up the hill.
Try them. Now that they're all calm. Well, you know, I drive with my eyes closed, and I don't use lines, right? No, that's right. We'll let them
Give a little bit.
Yeah. Well, you could relate to this. When people who don't know horses or whatever, like beginners or classes, they're always asking like, you know, do horses love to work? And like about as much as we all do. Like we like
About as much as a teenager does.
we like get to dress for work and talk about work. And I was thinking about, I don't know if you know any of the guys I used to know, but my dad's friends were pullers, like recreational pullers.
What was the names? I probably know.
Man,
Because I'm from down there.
that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I remember one guy had the biggest, most beautiful team of Belgians when I was just a kid. That's when I fell in love with them. And they were just such good horses. And he'd let me drive them, and I was this big, and it was because that guy would take any moment to just stop and light a cigarette and catch up with anybody. So those horses learned to like turn on.
They're very good
turn
at
on,
resting.
turn off,
Yeah.
turn on, you know?
Yeah.
And you're like that too.
Mine are good at resting. They know how to rest.
Yeah, well, you work with
Yes, I do.
That's the other day I was doing something, and I was like, well, Jim would say do your hard load first, so here we go. I just bundled a whole bunch of trees up. I'm like, we're not gonna, you know.
My saying, which is someone else's saying, this is not my saying, go light, go often. That's not my saying.
That's not your saying, no.
But see, I go heavy, but then I stop and they get lots of rest while I'm cutting trees down. Because I don't, and that's the other thing I do, I don't come in and cut a whole bunch of trees down.
Yeah.
Because to me, I got a big mess to clean up. So.
I know, it's always interesting.
Different ways for different folks.
You see the European folks who do single horse softwood stuff. And it's just like, those horses are just all day long. But I'm like,
yeah, but
there's a
lot of
place
times
for
you
that.
see them, they're pulling pretty good loads.
Yeah, there's a place for that, but then there's also some place for like just hammering away.
Yeah. There's this, I once watch it once in a while, and in fact I watched it this morning, just a tiny little bit, someplace in Romania, and they go in and there's like, I don't know, it seems like there's about 25 guys in there with about 8 pairs of horses. They get a skidder too. But the amount of wood they put out is tremendous. It must be a lot of fun to do it with all those guys like that.
Yeah.
But they know how to work horses. They can really.
We probably ran into that when you were younger, like the old guys that would do single horse switches and just let them tie up the line and just let them go. Right?
I did that myself.
Yeah.
I always do that.
It's not common anymore.
I never drove one. So.
It'd be hard to do with a cart. I feel like everything would get all.
To do what? Let them go by themselves. Yeah, I mean, I used to do that a lot more when I was younger, but as I get older, runaways and accidents, I just don't push.
Not worth it. Yeah.
See now, whatever it was that's holding us back is let go, so I can go up to the third link here.
figured he'd wanted to drive. It's a good lugging load, I tell ya. Pretty heavy.
You're gonna be tired by the end of this day.
Yeah. Good work.
And we're here. Vlog number hole number 2
They're like the hook.
is at its destination.
The old school one.
How to grab it?
Is that what they're called? I don't know.
They're
Like a little lever?
About this long, and they just got a hook to it.
Yeah.
How to grab it?
You use those?
I have one, but no, I never used one. We used to use it when I was in high school. I got out of school. My dad was logging with bobsled,
Yeah.
and that's all I used. How to grab it.
I've been curious about them because you find them all over
You
the
can
place.
kind of use it as a blanket. You kind of do this and tighten them up and grab another lift.
They sell new versions of them, like Logrite. Like Logrite
Really?
has like CNC cut ones.
Really?
I think it's a brand. I've seen them before, and I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna go right straight and stop before I hit that rock because I gotta turn. But I bet I'll fall off.
I'm gonna add a little weight.
Yeah. Maybe I'll snap them a little bit too.
It did start to slide before.
Nope.
Wow. Back plan day. Just split. So you do this one, do that one, doesn't matter.
Got a tight little roll to it too, so. Nice step off.
Okay, we just got back, and here is hole number 3. Loaded on, ready to go.
You just left.
Now he's gonna unhook for lunch. Before we take the third one in, they deserve a lunch break. Lunchtime, and the mini excavator is done with his job. The bridge builders are getting ready to go in and work on getting the bridge built. And we're gonna have some lunch.
My name is so willing to help me and know so little.
Yeah.
He knows nothing. He's very incapable of doing
So it's after lunch and
But anyways,
time to
morning, you know.
get them hooked back up again.
And
You know me, I like to talk.
Okay, as Jim is hitching up for the last tree, or pole, it's time for a moment of truth. When I found out about this job, I've been very nervous. I didn't know how the horses were going to do, if they were going to be able to pull these poles this far, and I was just worried for them and about the whole thing, but they are doing great. And
Supposed to be a really good ice cream shop.
Jim was saying how it seems like they settled in on the second
That'd be nice.
load,
I'm a sucker for ice cream myself.
and sweat less on the second one than they did the first one. So that's great. One to go.
I'd reward myself for getting through the day. I'd get a no treat. About my wife and I, just about the regular stuff.
And we're off. Jared's taken over the reins for a little while. Jim's a little chilled. He said he'd rather walk for a few.
Here, watch the car.
It does get off the ground sometimes.
Yeah, I never really noticed it that much before.
Wow. Impressive. Not doing that.
They're settling down to work now.
Yeah.
Well, there's one spot up here that he doesn't get after a little bit tonight. That's probably what I doubt it. I like it.
They kind of know the routine now.
Yep.
It surely is. Jared took him to the top of the hill. Now Jim's taking over, driving them, and they're breathing hard, but they're doing okay. Well, this is about the last hurrah. Almost there. So that one is dropped off, and over here we have all the bridge builders. They're here and they're ready to get to work. Got their gear and the supplies. Now the hard work is going to begin. Well, here we go. Just a mile walk back and they're all done. Wow. Then they've got the 2.5-hour ride home. After that, it's going to be a long day for them. But I'm so glad that the poles are here now. Thanks for coming along with us today on this great adventure. It's really been fun to do something different and to see the beautiful spring woods too, to be a part of that. Really enjoyed that as well. And so we just want to say thank you to Jared for allowing us to, telling us about this job. We really appreciate it, and hope you guys all just take care. Have a great day.
Guess Skip's kind of tired from all the walking. I caught him with the dog.
You say that, but he ran about 5 times more than we walked.
Yeah. Our dog, we have like a wine rider cross. And what he does, he moves. So we have to put a tracking collar on, just in case, you know,
yeah.
on back. And then whenever we get home, it shows you how far the phone went and then how far he went. Hands down, never less than 5 times that he went.
Oh, wow.
Just a regular lazy one.
Yeah.